And we back, and we back, and we back, and we back. Welcome to Who's Gonna Check Me? The segment where I rant and rave about what's on my mind. I give you, the audience, the opportunity to comment, stitch, whatever, and check me. One thing about me, I'm Renaissance Jones. I have no problem being wrong. I have no problem getting new information and changing my mind. This life is called growth. So, without further ado, welcome to Wednesdays, every Wednesday at noon. Who gonna check me with Renaissance Jones? So, let's get started. So, our first topic, the only topic, stop inviting folks to the cookout. Stop. Is this on? Stop inviting folks to the cookout. Exhibit A. Now we're back. I just wanted you to refamiliarize yourself with people who we allow in the cookout. They take full advantage. They get more deals. They get more money, essentially. And then when they leave it, they shit on it. And then we're surprised. Why are we surprised? Why are we surprised? Maybe because they don't teach all the history in school, but why are we surprised? You see, because they make no bones about not inviting us to their barbecue. Last year in 2024, Beyonce had the #1 country album. Went to the CMAs where she was. Well, I don't even think she was nominated. She wasn't nominated for that. No, she didn't win nothing. Because they said, oh, I remember one person who said that she was cosplaying country. Beyonce is from Texas. Beyonce is Southern. What's more country than Texas? You feel me? So, what are we talking about? Shabuzi, the #1 country song last year. Did he win anything? No. And he played the game. A lot of people were saying, oh, Beyonce didn't play the game because in country, I guess you got to go down there, do the circuit, et cetera, et cetera. Shabuzi is in that community. He did that. But they still said that they barbecued. Hell nah, nigga. So when are we at some point going to gatekeep our shit? Let's keep it a buck. We the cool ones. Whose slang do people take from? I ain't never heard nobody make golly gee willikers cool. I ain't never heard a bunch of people saying that. But I hear terms from our community always going up. And then once it gets too commercialized, we be like, y'all done made it corny. We're going to switch it over now. But they'll still use that word for a decade to come. Waiting for the new thing. TikTok. When black people had that ban on TikTok and you got back on, did you hear what they were saying? This app was boring without y'all. When the Americans were gone from TikTok and then got back on, they were happy to see us, especially us. Why? We're the cool ones. But we don't gatekeep shit. Granted, we don't own nothing. But we don't gatekeep shit. We let any and everybody in. Oh, they cool. And then as soon as they screw us over, everybody's confused. Well, not everybody. The smart ones, we see it a mile away like, y'all letting them at the... I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't coming to your cookout if you invite everybody at the cookout. Everybody to the cookout. You feel what I'm saying to you? I don't give a damn that this person can dance mediocrely. I'm not impressed. I don't give a damn about none of that stuff. You feel what I'm saying to you? What I want you guys to realize is that we need to treat our shit precious. Because, see, they make gold off us. They make millions. They make all that shit. We're the #1 consumers. We buy shit. People, what kind of shoes they wearing? What's they slang? Or what they into now? We running this shit. We don't own it. And we don't gatekeep it all. Now, I know some of you are sitting there like, well, we don't own shit. How can we gatekeep shit? We can shut the shit down. There's a lot of other communities, and I ain't gonna talk about them because, hey, you say their fucking name. You say something or imply whatever, they on your ass. With us, they'll do some racist stuff. A bunch of us will say, hey, let's boycott. The other half will be like, oh, that shit ain't gonna work. Fuck that. So we're not even aligned. But with that being said, I do not want you to think that we're all going to be together because we're not a monolith. No community is a monolith, but we need to understand our power. And I know this video ain't going to make you understand your power, but I want you to refer back to the people I showed you that come in all the time, get the notoriety, get the fame. And let me tell you something right now. I don't know if you know this. If we like you, it's kind of like New York back in the day, probably still to this day. If you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. And we've heard some white comics. If you can make it in the black clubs, you can make it anywhere. We harsh critics and all that shit. And this don't just do for comedy. I'm talking about for everything. Hey, see if you can go get a hit record over there. Well, shit, you got a hit record over there? Hey, fuck them. We about to make you mainstream now because they like you, so everybody else is going to like you because we are the cool kids in the cafeteria. Everybody wants to come to our table. And when we start talking like this, like, hey, maybe we should gatekeep. Oh, man, you're being blah, blah, blah. They gatekeep us all the fucking time. And now, Trump's in office. He said no more DEI. So that's kind of a law that you can't just invite him to the cookout anymore. Kind of a law now. Hey, no more DEI. Them motherfuckers ain't allowed to the cookout. With that being said, I'll leave it like this. Stop. In 2025 and beyond, stop inviting any and everyone to the cookout. Y'all invite a lot of people to the cookout who take, and don't give nothing back. You feel what I'm saying to you? Stop inviting them to the cookout. And though I know that they said no more DEI, no more diversity, etc., and I personally was never a fan of Black History Month because I thought that Black history should be taught, period, as much stuff as we do. But I'm also a rebel. So here's some fun facts. Here's your fun fact for today for Black History Month. And as always, signing out, this is Renaissance Jones. Who gonna check me? This is Lewis Howard Latimer, born 1848, died 1928, was an American inventor and craftsman who contributed to the development of the light bulb, telephone, and air conditioning. He was the only African American member of Thomas Edison's pioneers. Early air conditioning unit, understand Latimer invented an early version of the air conditioning unit. He also drafted patent drawings for Alexander Graham Bell's telephone. He supervised the installation of electric street lights in New York City, Philadelphia, Montreal, and London. Wrote Incandescent Electric Lighting, the first engineering handbook on lighting systems. He also taught English and drafting courses to immigrants at the Henry Street settlement in New York. His home now is a museum dedicated to his life.